under the lights on Thursday night.
With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. Orchestrating the offense will be a man who, of course, won a national title back in his days at Clemson, Deshaun Watson. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Watson. And right away, he lost the football. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Off the bootleg. Green. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Touchdown, Bengals. Derrick Henry. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are on the board here first in the season opener. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit. As soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you? And it's out. He put it on the carpet, and the Bengals grab it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. They go play action here on first down. And he's got it. Touchdown. Travis Kelce. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The lone touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tiny 2-play drive that time. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Bengals grab it. The big foul out. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown.
Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
And the last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with our avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 21 is him. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line. A shotgun snap for Watson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
Brandon, that's the 3rd time he's fumbled so far in this game. And, you know, you can make...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Now on 2nd and 16, Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. The middle they go. Felton. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one. And what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. To throw is Watson. And that will be incomplete.
The 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Cincinnati set to take over once again. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Ready? Drain down off the bootleg. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big game there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Off the bootleg. Green.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now. They go with Chubb on second down. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Off the play fake. Green. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Green throwing on 4th down. He is going to find Hill here. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Off the bootleg. Green. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Green down. Off the bootleg. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Off the bootleg. Green. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyreek Hill from 4 yards out. And the Bengals are looking good here in the season openers. They're able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Second and 5 now. Watson. And he floated one out there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. T.J. Watt now with his 2nd sack here on opening night. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. That'll go down as an 84-yard punt return. And the Bengals continue to pull away here in this first half. Tucker now to add the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So his big play capability in full display there as he's able to return that punt for a touchdown. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. Fielded just outside the goal line. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And the Bengals grab it. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Touchdown Bengals. George Kittle from 19 yards away. And the Bengals have taken a 6-touchdown lead. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bulling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Watson off play action. On the move to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. But Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Watch out for Hill on the return.
A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle.
And this one is incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, good to get another season underway. We'll get back to you guys for the second half of the season opener. But first, let's take a look at what's still to come here in the opening weekend of the NFL season. Some great games.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. To throw is Green. Throwing to start the drive. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
2nd and 5.
Looking to throw. Green going deep for Diggs. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns 16. That one goes for 24 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
Back to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson dancing to his... Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Taking it about the 36. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. To throw again, Green. And this one's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Here we go.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Back now in Cincinnati. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
On second down, it's Taylor. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. The offense on third down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at and they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. So a big sack for a loss of 4. It brings up 4th and goal.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
This will be caught at about the 5. Touchdown! Travis Kelce. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bengals are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2. They'll look to throw. It's complete. But they're just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Cleveland offense making their way out. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for the Bengals TD. But not only is this defense pitching a shutout, now they're contributing points themselves. I mean, they have really put together what's almost been a perfect effort here in this one.
I love how you express that. They've absolutely exceeded expectations in this one, and even better than their play, it's been their effort. Even with the win in their back pocket already, every one of those guys is still out there fighting like it's a tie game.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. The trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
From the gun on third, Watson. Forced out to his left. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. On first down, Watson. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Watson now to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and they will remain well behind.
Well, a tough day for this offense continues. One of their best chances to get on the scoreboard there, couldn't do it.
Yeah, it's not looking like it's going to happen for them today, does it? I mean, opportunity after opportunity, play after play has gone against them the entire game. They probably feel a little bit like Schlepp, got that black cloud over their heads.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And going deep for Hill. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is over. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time. Looking at week 1, oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film section tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mention in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Watson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Myles Garrett bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
Here's Hill on the return. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Green. This is caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, CD, I mean, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into week 2. This has been an impressive week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with. I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Another opportunity now for the Browns offense. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Second and goal from the 1. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. From back at the 2, here's third and goal. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
And I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ballgame.
And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Well, this game was already decided, Charles, let's be honest. But now another feather in the cap of this defense as they pick him off for the second time.
You're right about that. Things have been going pretty well for them, to put it mildly. But they're still out there hunting for big plays, and get another one right there.
And now they're in the hurry-up.
Back to Taylor on first down.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you can hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers, meanwhile you force turnovers.